Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of NASCAR 21 Ignition on the channel. It is a custom schedule race once again here tonight, and it is our third custom race on this custom race schedule for this season. You take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's Ally 400 at the Nashville Superspeedway. Our first trip to Nashville on the season of 2 trips to Nashville on the season. The second will be in the playoffs. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We do full race commentary live streams for both real races on the race weekend, for video game races past and present. Many more videos, post-race analysis, predictions video, at-track race highlight videos, and much more on the channel. So appreciate the support as always. I am back from Martinsville. So this is the first stream back from Martinsville. It is currently the Monday night after the race. Of course, we did not stream yesterday or the day before due to me being away for the weekend, and I couldn't record any gameplay for the career mode to have that premiered the 2 days that I was gone at the well, not at the track both days, but at the track on Sunday, then just on the trip down there on Saturday, due to NASCAR 21 Ignition having the issues in which I was not able to get the recording going on Thursday. It kept crashing on me, and I just did not have enough time after I had fixed the issues with it crashing on me and everything like that. So we are back at it again today with the custom schedule season. Hopefully you guys are set to enjoy tonight's action of racing, and hopefully we get through this. Maybe I'm almost willing to accept that no races at this point are going to be bug-free. I was actually kind of shocked that when I got home, I wanted to see if there was a patch update available. There was not. I'm still on the same exact, patch that from what I was before I left on Friday. So, all right, well, let's see what this is going to bring. Here we go. Welcome everybody into this one. First of all, though, of course, the starting lineup: Cole Custer and Eric Almirola on the front row for Stewart-Haas Racing. Coincidentally, Eric Almirola actually did qualify on the front row for this race in real life this season. Alex Bowman in that Ally Chevrolet will start inside row 2 with Kyle Busch to his outside. In row 3, it'll be Joey Logano and William Byron. Byron, the highest qualifying Chevrolet, not only for Hendrick Motorsports, but for Chevy as a whole. It'll be Matt DiBenedetto and Kyle Larson in row 4. Larson won this race in real life this season. Chase Elliott, the defending champion, and Denny Hamlin will be in row number 5. We qualified all the way back at 4. You want to know why? Because we hit the wall in turn 1 and qualifying and blew a right front tire. So we will be starting from the rear of the field. It doesn't even show our interval time because of how slow we were. Again, there was only one lap of qualifying. I didn't want to restart it. I wanted to make it legitimate. I did the same thing in practice too, and I was scared I was going to do it in qualifying. It's because when it does it's not like you get to pull out of the pit lane yourself when you go to practice or qualify in this game. It starts you full speed at the start-finish line, so I didn't know exactly, where I wanted to brake. I was having an issue with that every time I'd go back in with a different setup for practice. I literally hit the wall, or it came close to hitting the wall every time. In qualifying, I even thought I'd back the corner up enough. I just didn't back it up enough. So we'll see how this race is going to go, though. Let's hop on in and let Alex take things away.
Welcome to Nashville Superspeedway for the first ever NASCAR Cup Series event at this track. Nashville, Tennessee has some of the biggest NASCAR fans, so now it's time for those fans to see their heroes race on their doorstep. I'm Alex Hayden, welcoming you to this 1.33-mile concrete oval that offers drivers some unique challenges. Drivers and teams are ready. The cars are gridded. Now, let's head trackside and get those engines fired.
All right, so we already again went through the starting lineup for today's race. Now it is time to get the Ally 400 at Nashville Super Speedway underway here tonight. Dark Crypto, Elliot is crazy, Cap24, Jackson Thomas, and many others. Welcome into the stream. We're going to hope for the best here. No clue what the pit window is going to be for any racetrack really in this game, because this game is not accurate with the pit window, and we'll see what tonight will bring. Hopefully we can get through all 300 laps and 399 miles in today's race. We'll have to wait and see. The green flag is in the air. We are underway at Nashville. Not sure what is going on, as there's a stack up on the opening start of this race into turn 1. Cars are stalling out on the inside of the racetrack. And already contact 3 wide into turn 1. Bell stuck on the outside when he didn't want to be. Was really trying to check up there about as much as he possibly could have, and now he's going to fall all the way back to that last place position. No clue exactly what kind of speed he's going to have in the race car today. The handling was really not that great, but he was 19th in practice, so I do think we have at least mid-pack speed, but again, the qualifying lap was just terrible, getting into the wall in turn 1 and dealing with a little bit of a tight race car, so I tried to loosen it up setup-wise before the start of the race, really just trying to take things early, take things very, very clean early on, trying to master these laps as much as I possibly can. Now the car is almost too loose. Yeah, Daytona was not very fun for my sake. Daytona did not go well in this game. Neither did Coda. Christopher Bell at 37th and last place, 40th place finish at Coda for the first 2 races of the season. This track very difficult. Of course, it is new, the only new oval on the circuit. We'll have to see what the long run speed can maybe look like out of the 20 for Christopher Bell today. I will say I'm hitting my marks a lot better in this race already compared to what I was in practice. I never made a pass in practice, though, so this is just going to be tough. We are losing the back of this pack right now. Oh, man, I got back in the gas a little too soon there. The AI is just way too fast at this racetrack. Like, I'm not running perfect laps by any means, and I'm probably driving it into the corner a little too deep. Just trying too hard. But this is likely not going to be a good run for Christopher Bell. Car's almost getting too tight again, even with the looser setup. Wasn't trying to enter that low. I gotta back off so much because the car just wants to go straight into the wall in turn 1. Turn 3 and 4 is a little bit easier on the handling with the race car, but for whatever reason, turn 1 on corner entry, my car wants to go like straight to the wall. And I'm trying to arc it off a little bit more and start the corner higher, so that's not the case, but I can't get the car to turn all the way down to the bottom exactly where I want it to. See, I'll start the corner a little bit higher. I'll try to get it to the bottom, and I just can't do it. And then it slides up to the top of the racetrack, and I have to lift. And if I try to back out of it too much, I start losing more and more time to the back of the pack anyway. I mean, it is ridiculous how fast the entire field is compared to us. Like, there's just nothing I could do. And the worst part about it is you can only do so much with the setup. You can only use the sliders. You can't actually use custom setups in this game. So what you got is what you got. It's supposed to be challenging on the hardest difficulty. Yeah, but you're not supposed to be like just dead last. I mean, we're 11 seconds behind the next closest car already. And if you get back into the gas too soon, or like if you hammer back into the gas, the car wants to spin out on you. So you kind of got to feather the throttle a little bit. It's like Kevin Harvick is the race leader right now. We'll hope for some game glitches maybe to happen on our side tonight instead of against us, so we'll see. Maybe we'll have a long run car and our tires will hold up a little bit better than everybody else's. That seemed to be the case at Coda, so hopefully that'll be the case here. I am pretty easy on the brakes right now, too. I am really trying to save my car as much as I can just because of how badly handling it is. And a rough go for Bell. Start the year, 2 different winners in the first 2 races of the season. Denny Hamlin winning the Daytona 500, and then the DNF at Coda led to a random order finish in which Cody Ware was able to win at Circuit of the Americas, locking himself into the playoffs. And there you go, Bell's in the wall. Turns 1 and 2. Car just went straight up the hill. So again, it's not just a slow race car, but the handling is just not there at all either. It's going to make for a long, long day for Christopher Bell. But the goal of this race is to get to the end after DNF in each of the first 2 races. Even though, again, neither one of them were my fault. It was mainly on the game both times. Only do so much. Good news is we're 12 laps in. We have really no sign of the leaders. Cautions are on as always. Ended up actually out of technicality getting a couple at Daytona, but actually that was in the career mode. That wasn't even in the custom schedule. I don't think we've had a single caution in the custom schedule yet through the first 2 races. Granted, we haven't gotten to the end of both races either. Make adjustments to the car on pit road. Oh, definitely barely caught the car that time. Somehow Bell was able to keep it off the wall, off the exit of turn 2. Maybe we can win this on pit strategy again. Who knows? I say again like I did it before, but maybe plan the race to do it on pit strategy. Who knows? I am in manual right now, yes. For the ovals, I still run manual. Right now, I just got to get used to it on the road courses before I use manual on the road courses. My goodness, that car just pushed and pushed and pushed up the track. Bell was lifting and burping the throttle, and he still could not keep it off the wall in turns 1 and 2. And a great battle for the lead, it seems like, between Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick back and forth, and they are closing in a hurry. Bell lifts off the exit of turn 4. That's going to kill his momentum there. Surprised the car didn't slide. Getting the left side. I mean, look at how much faster the leaders are. That is just insane. Little contact there with Kyle Busch. A little risky there with the Joe Gibbs Racing teammate of Kyle Busch. They just drive it in so much deeper into turn 1 especially. Not so much turn 3. Harvick's got a little damage to the front of his car. Bell gets underneath him, but look at him just kind of slipping up the racetrack. No grip in those rear tires. Sometimes it's the nose of the race car that dives off. I mean, they are so fast in the trial. Like, the backstretch, we can kind of keep up with them, and wow, my goodness. 3 wide off the exit of the corner. And I think Bell blew a tire after getting into the wall there. Now gets ran into from behind by Kyle Larson. My goodness. Trying to get the car to the inside of the racetrack. He doesn't want to pit from the third. Why did we get disqualified? Can anybody tell me why we got disqualified right there? We were trying to make a pit stop and they disqualified us. I mean, it was bad enough we were really slow, and then we blew a right front tire, but then they disqualified us for trying to pit. mean, you gotta be kidding me with this game. This game's an absolute joke. How many laps were we in? I don't even think we made it 20 laps. I don't understand why the game DQ'd us. Everybody actually missed us. Yeah, but why did it disqualify us? That's what I don't understand. We were trying to make a pit stop. You could be DNQ or DQ'd. I mean, I don't understand how you get. We got DQ'd at Daytona too for getting turned down the back straightaway by somebody. They DQ'd us there, even though we were already like 4 or 5 laps down because of damage anyway. But then in this, I was trying to make a stop because we blew a right front tire, and it just DQ'd us. My gosh. It's just... Well, Kyle Busch is going to go on to win. It didn't randomize the finishing order like it did back at COTA last week. Kyle Busch is the winner. Kevin Harvick finishes second. Brad Keselowski third. Ryan Blaney fourth. And Alex Bowman rounds out the top 5. Joey Logano sixth. Kyle Larson seventh. Matt Benedetto eighth. Chase Elliott ninth. Eric Almirola rounds out the top 10. I mean, I don't even... I have no words. I mean, I just don't... We had 11 cars finished on the lead lap. Early DNF. We didn't even DNF, though. I blew a right front tire. We were bringing it into the pits, and then it just said it disqualified us for some reason for trying to make it onto pit road. We never hit anybody. Like, I stayed to the outside and waited for the cars to pass. I had an open hole to cut down to the bottom of the track, and it just DQ'd us for some reason. Like, it just doesn't. This game doesn't make any sense. I just don't understand. Like, I'm going to go back and look at this real quick. For one, I want to see what lap we were on. And then for two, there's no way I did anything wrong. I mean, I probably would have ran last most of the race, but I probably could have outlasted some DNFs. Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, I'm looking back at it. I mean, they stayed high. There was room to the bottom. They just disqualified us. Still unplayable. Yes, it is. Very unplayable. I mean, we can't even get through a race. We've tried on 4 different attempts to get through a race. We haven't even gotten 3/4 of the way through a race yet because we get either DQ'd for something stupid, or we run out of gas when our crew chief tells us that we can go a couple more laps on fuel, and we couldn't even make it another lap because there's no telemetry to look off of. Like, I mean, this is a bad game. This is really, really bad. We made it to lap 16. Well, I guess we do the next. Well, I don't. Oh my gosh, it's so late at night. We'll do the next race. Next race is Dirt Bristol. Next race is Dirt Bristol. I'm gonna make this stream a little bit longer, and Gonna make this stream a little bit longer by practicing and qualifying for Dirt Bristol on this stream. I haven't tested Dirt Bristol out in this game yet, so we'll see. I don't want this stream to be like 20 minutes. We're gonna... Dirt Bristol's the next race of the schedule. I mean, it's only 250 laps, so we should be able to get through it and get done at a decent time, but I'll just practice and qualify on this stream for you guys, and kind of want to make it hot and slick. Maybe it'll help turn the car a little bit. That's probably a dumb idea. Oh, jeez. Dirt Bristol's the hardest track on the game, I've heard. We'll see. Dare I say this is worse than NASCAR Heat 5 by far. I mean, this makes NASCAR Heat 5 look like the best game of all time. I mean, this is just bad. It's just so buggy. Like, you can't, like, it's literally unplayable to the point where we can't even get a full race in. This is going to be our 5th attempt to get a full race in. We haven't even gotten 3/4 of the way through the race yet. I have had very little fun with this game, and that is even giving it, like, that is even giving it, like, its best rating is saying that I've had little enjoyment, because the only enjoyment I've really had out of this game was
Today is the first time these drivers will get a feel for what
that Daytona road course the night after we practiced. I mean, I was just doing practice laps. I wasn't even really running a race. I was just trying to learn the track. I was having fun with it because of the physics of the game. But when we try to actually do a race and not practice, we can't even get a race in because we get DQ'd for stupid stuff like that, trying to make a pit stop. Or the AI just goes crazy and they wreck all over the place and there's no cautions. I mean, there is cautions, but they don't throw the cautions, and then we get caught up in an accident while leading the race or something. I mean, it's like, even if we run at the back like we did with Nashville even before we got DNQ'd for trying to make a green flag pit stop. Probably going to stink here at first. I don't know, maybe not. Let's see how accurate this game is. Wow, I cannot turn the car. Car went straight up the racetrack. I kind of did that with Nashville too, though. I have to feather the throttle here a little bit. I can't turn the car. Why is it so slow, too? What? Wrecking big? Who's wrecking? I've never heard the spotter call out a wreck before. That was weird. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to loosen this bad boy up. It's not turning. It was doing the same thing with me at Nashville too. Like, the car just does not want to turn if I try to, like, actually drive the car. I almost have to come to a complete stop. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I've honestly had it up to here with this game, man. I'm about ready to, like, just ask for my money back at this point. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Why is it on champion? I mean, screw it. We can't keep up with the field on champion even. Turn the steering assist off. Manual. I mean, I'm going to treat the road course as if it's a road course, or the dirt track as if it's a road course, because I have some sort of traction control. I did not DNF at Nashville. I did not DNF. The game DNQ'd me. Again, DNQ, or sorry, not DNQ. The game DQ'd me. Like, disqualification is not DNFing. DNFing is like I totaled the car and I got knocked out of the race. No, I tried to make a green flag pit stop because I had a flat right front tire and it disqualified me.
Over 23,000 cubic yards of dirt have been placed in
Shut up, Alex.
to cover this half-mile concrete surface.
Let me race dirt Bristol.
I'm Alex Hayden.
Let me practice dirt Bristol.
1987.
1987? All right, let's go. Loosen this bad boy up. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Have it all the way to the right? Let's put it on stable for a second. I mean, that's technically tightening it up, but...
We're just looking for good, consistent run here, driver.
Yeah, okay, I'll get right on that. Good, consistent run. I mean, this isn't even fun. I mean, this... I doubt we're going to get to the end of this race of all races. Charles Barkley, terrible. Terrible. Why is the car... Oh, I'm stuck in third gear. Alright, I turned traction control off again. Forgot I had it on from the road course. Oh my gosh, this is just... It's still not turning. I turned traction control off. Or sorry, steering assist were off. Like, how slow do you have to go to get the car to turn?
Clear, clear, clear. Stay left. All clear.
What happened? That was really strange. I don't know why it sent me back to the... It's like I had no control over the car. It was like sliding, and then it just sent me back to here. So up to the right, we want it loose. I mean, that would help the drive in. I just want to pitch the car sideways. Oh my gosh. There. One out of the gas early. Oh. Still kind of skating up the track a little bit. I'm not trying to... The car's sliding around so much on the straightaways. That was one thing I noticed in the tri-oval at Nashville, too. It felt like the car was wanting to slide around on a looser setup, so I had to tighten it up for that reason, because there's no, like, actual custom setups you can go off of. There we go. I'm getting the hang of it now. The problem is I just don't know how fast these laps are. It feels like I'm going super slow like I was at Nashville. I'm not trying to enter low. My car kind of wants to drift down that way. down the straightaways. But if I try to keep it like up on the track a little bit, I can't get it to turn on entry. It's weird. It's like you would want to arc the corner off and oh jeez, I got back in the gas too soon. I saved it though. Tough. How does that happen? Restart session. Oh man. Again, for those of you just tuning in, the race was Nashville. The game disqualified us when we were trying to make a green flag pit stop. So we finished last for the second straight race with Christopher Bell. The next race of the season is Dirt Bristol. As usual, again, if we DNF in the first half of a race, we do another stream or we, do another race. And I hate when it gives you that start like that. Like you're carrying too much speed. That's what messed me up on my qualifying lap at Nashville. I was carrying too much speed going into the first turn. I couldn't get the car to slow up. And we qualified. I mean, obviously, man, I cannot run the inside. Definitely tough to get in a rhythm, that's for sure. It doesn't drive like a dirt car. Whoa, look out.
All clear.
I'm just stuck on the wall. I can't get off the wall now. Ready to throw the phone. No, don't throw your phone. Oh my gosh. This is like the only NASCAR game that like makes me look like a complete idiot. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Like any track. Oh my gosh. This is why we need a rear view mirror. Oh my. That was all Michael McDowell on that one. I didn't see James Davidson and I crowded him, but it would be nice if we had a rear view mirror in this game that I could actually see the cars coming on the inside. I know you can look down at the bottom of the screen, but that doesn't always... I mean, you still can't tell exactly how close the car is. I guess I could go to the far chase cam. That'll help a little bit. But... I can't run the inside. It's like the inside is so slow, and then when you try to get back to the gas on the inside of the racetrack, the car just wants to take off. Damage model is nice. Yeah, the graphics is fine. The physics on some tracks are alright, but not all of them. Seems like the road courses are really nice. I'm sure I could run Dirt Bristol fine. I just need to get used to the game. But I don't like how it saves my damage every time I pit. Like, I can't repair the damage. Scared to get back at the gas too soon so it doesn't spin out again. Oh, come on. It's like I go into the turn And naturally, like most dirt racing games, I want to try to pitch the car, and it just doesn't do it, and it just goes straight up the track. Like that, right there, and sorry, Chase.
Clear, clear.
Hope for a patch tomorrow. I mean, the sad part is there's been 3 patches already. Been 3. I mean, how slow do I have to go? I slowed the car up anymore. They're already blowing around me as it is. And oh my god, how does the car spin out like that at 30 miles an hour? Oh, for heaven's sake. Come on. Shouldn't be spinning out on me at like 30 miles an hour. It looks like Joey Logano wrecked too. I wasn't the only one. Joey's having problems too.
Clear, clear. Got one right. All clear. Car right. Clear all right.
That actually kind of helped turn the car. Oh, I just checked up. It's definitely faster to run higher up. I just can't keep the car off the wall on a consistent basis. Run the top of the racetrack. Oh, way up the hill.
One left. All clear.
Come on. Oh, man. Oh, we're going to have a wreck there for a second. That's a pretty good corner.
You're in the middle here. 3 wide.
Can't pass. You can't pass. Stenhouse, look at this.
Still next to you.
Somebody's waving down at you.
Still next to you. Clear all right. One left. Stay high. Still next to you.
Stenhouse just in the throttle. Ricky!
Clear, clear.
Oh, I thought he was going to drive into the barrier there for a second. Oh, he just... Oh, man. I just can't. Caution system and the unnecessary DQ. Yeah, I agree. Denny Hamlin, please break please break my back like a glow stick. Welcome to the stream, man. When I run by myself, I'm somewhat getting the hang of it. This is rough. I mean, I could practice for an hour before I start to get this down on a consistent basis, and we don't have that kind of time. I turned into him. I wasn't trying to, obviously. It's hard to keep the car straight down the straightaway. Screw it, I'm just going to qualify. Really nice job. 30th. 30th in practice. And a lot of the cars behind me did not go out on the racetrack yet. Again, the actual race itself will be in the next stream tonight.
Alex Hayden here to bring you some more dirt action. The dirt is held up through practice, and today the drivers are ready to take a crack at qualifying for the race. The prep is all finished, and the cars are ready to go. With all the unknowns, your guess is as good as mine who's going to get the much-needed track position. Starting from the back here wouldn't be a complete race killer, but with how tight the racing will be, the expectation is that it's going to be a workout getting through the field. With the lack of tire wear on dirt, the name of the game is to start as far forward as possible and maintain that.
Try lifting before you enter the. I mean, that's like a basic thing. You lift.
Get this session underway.
Try to brake to slow the car down. You hit the brakes, the car just kind of slides up the track, but you can't turn right to go left in this game. It just kind of... It's like it wants to drive like it's not on dirt, but it still slides around like it's on dirt, if that makes sense.
Two good ones here. Give it all you got.
This game is very different from other dirt games. I mean, like, that was just carrying too much speed into the corner. Hang on, I'm restarting this. Like, the car, this is exactly what happened for me at Nashville. It's like the car was carrying too much speed for me to handle going into the first turn. I don't know if I can do... Scared to have it all the way loose. I was on the brakes like as soon as they let me rip going into that turn. Come on, car. Jesus. This actually might not be a bad lap. Oh, we get 2 laps? Oh, wait, hang on. I didn't know I had 2 laps. We're starting one more time. I didn't know I had 2 laps. I gotta save the car going into the first turn again. I thought it only had 1. I kind of stopped after the first one. Come on! Jesus. I even loosened the car up. Come on! I loosened the car and it's still not turning! I just don't understand. Like, what am I supposed to do? I slow the car up so much. I'm just getting ran over by the rest of the field still. I mean, it's handling worse now than what it did before I made the adjustment change. But they have a heart attack. My goodness. That was worse than the first session anyway. I mean, there's no 40th. Last. Not even close. 0.7 of a second off from David Reagan. use brakes, then turn, and then brakes, and then turn. Throughout the corner. No, I know. I mean, I get what you're trying to say, you know, for the feedback and stuff. I'll get the hang of it eventually. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I'll see you guys in the next stream in a few minutes. This is just pitiful.